All right, Daniel, thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. We're going to start with the board update, and we're live for the board update. So if you can, that would be great. Thank you guys so very, very much. You guys would have been so proud yesterday of the board of trustees, as well as the leadership in the church, and a variety of the staff had a board retreat yesterday. It was so amazing. We had such a great time. It was one that no church funds were used. All of the staff and the board of trustees paid for our own, and it was great. It was really, really nice. We were able to move with regards to where we currently are on the genogram, and working with where we are going, and spending some time bonding and spending some time together in love, dedication, cooperation, and collaboration. We really did have a great time. If I could have the first slide, I would appreciate that. So most of what you heard today already from Reverend Denise was talking about the genogram and the cue card. As you know, the genogram occurred on June the 6th and 7th, and the whole purpose of it is our desire to evolve out of an unhealthy past, develop the values and desires that we wish to express during this transition time, transformation time, to work on the awareness of what the church is here to be and what we have been sent here as a church to accomplish, the programs that we need to continue to foster to be able to expand, and then to take authentic action on those programs and all. We are in the process of establishing new ways to pull ourselves into a creative future and to be able to spend time thinking about that whole process. So if you will, for me, if we can have the next slide. I know that you won't be able to join us with regards to the Q qualities, but I want you to go through those with me, or with our shadow and our qualities. So please have compassion for me. If you'll read along with me, please have compassion for me when I am not enough, distrusting, grieving, blaming, powerless, and fearful. For who we as a church have come here to be is loving, in integrity, unstoppable, spirit-led, empowered, in ownership, and transformational. Next slide. The next thing that I want you guys to know is that the website has been updated. There is now a link directly on the home page that will take you directly to the Board of Trustees. Under that particular tab, you can look and see a lot of information about the board. It also has all of the minutes with embedded financial statements back to 2016, and it is up until current. On that same tab, you will also note that all of the policies are on there from the board as well as the church. The bylaws of the church are on that tab, and all of the committees and all of the charters for those committees are on that website. So Reverend Johanna, thank you for all of the work that you've done to be able to update that so that people can get the information that they need at a fingertip. It makes it very easy, very simple. I also have great news, and that is with regards to the plan of action. You will remember when we talked about the plan of action last time that we only had one thing left to be able to complete all of the plan of action that UWM and the church put together, and that was to get the MOU, the Memorandum of Understanding, between the church and the preschool completed. I am very happy to say that that MOU was adopted and approved by the Board of Trustees at the last Board of Trustees meeting. So we have now completed all of the items that were on the plan of action. Next slide. Under board committees, one thing that came out is the Sacred Safety Committee. And the Sacred Safety Committee with the subcommittee of the COVID-19 have developed a poll that was approved by the Board of Trustees, to be able to put onto the website. So Johanna will make that active on Monday. It's not active right now, but on Monday that will become live, and it will be open for about a week and a half, 2 weeks, so that everybody that wants to fill that poll out is welcome to do so. I am so very, very happy that we are getting that poll together as we start to regather back at the church. So thank you, Reverend Johanna. Next slide, we've got the minister consultant, and as you know, Reverend Denise is going to stay on with us as a consultant. Yes, that is a great news, and we are all so excited about that piece. Thank you for agreeing to do that with us. We are so blessed. She will not be on island the majority of that time, but she will be back in September to be able to make a weekend appearance with us, to work with us. She's not going to be off the hook, though, at all, because she is going to be linking in with all of the staff conferences, with the Board of Trustees meeting, with all kinds of things. So even though she may not be on island, she will be with us in hearts, spirit, and online. It will be great to have her. The co-leadership that will continue will be wonderful as well. Reverend Margie, Reverend Johanna, Reverend Levitt Thomas are all going to be working together with Reverend Denise to ensure that we have a seamless transition between now and the time that we start looking for a permanent minister. And so it will be great, and we are so very blessed. Thank you from the bottom of our hearts to everybody that is making this as seamless and as easy as possible. Next slide talks about the Paycheck Protection Plan. The Paycheck Protection Plan, as I said last month, we received money through the Paycheck Protection Plan that will help us during the months of May and June. I may not have been quite as clear last month as I was intending to be. Of the $214,000, almost $215,000 that we got from the federal government under the PPP, it's easier to say than Paycheck Protection Plan. Of the $215,000 that was there, 90% of that goes to the school. It's not for the church, and the reason for that, obviously, is that the majority of the staff that are here are teachers. And so the majority of the money will go into the preschool to be able to fund the salaries of the teachers during those 8 weeks, those 2 months. As you probably know, 75% of that has to be used on payroll costs. Up to 25% can be used on utilities and that type of resource. We are being very, very careful to ensure that all of the money is very carefully documented as to how it's being spent for payroll, so that hopefully we will have no problems with being able to get a forgiveness of the PPP when we apply for that, kind of at the end of this month or the beginning of next month. If we can go to the next slide. And Debbie, will you come join me, please, for the treasurer? The board is very happy to let you know that the 2015 independent review is complete. It has been sent over to us. The Board of Trustees has looked at it, has approved it, and it's ready to be sent off. The only thing that we still needed to do was, when the independent review looked at it, they said that there were a few items that they thought they would like to have us work on. And you want to hit those for us?
Right. They're simply procedural accounting items, which include to clean up the chart of accounts for the church and the school, and also start using classes within QuickBooks. So rather technical stuff, but still it assists us in doing better, making better decisions with our finances.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah, that is very good, and you have already implemented all of that so that it's already in play, and we've got it going already. So there is nothing that is really left with regards to that piece. Can you help us a little bit? We did the 2015 independent review, and we've answered all of the questions that were present in the 2016 AG, as we announced last time. There was also a 2018 letter from the Attorney General, and I think we've really addressed all that, but you want to head us through that, talk us through that piece too?
Yes. In April of 2018, we got a follow-up letter from the AG's office asking for documents, financial statements, bank statements, on behalf of the school, because it was realized that the school is part of the church. And so all of those documents had been provided. There was only one piece, and that piece we just talked about was the independent review. Completing the independent review will finish up all of the investigation or the inquiry from the AG's office. So we're on our way to better times. Woohoo!
Yeah, that one was asking for the 2015, and then there was a question with regards to also a 2016, and we're planning on going down to the AG's office to be able to talk with them and ask them, is it best for us to do a 2016, 2017 review first, or to do a 2018, 2019 review, because that data is a little easier for us to gather, and it would catch us up with where we currently are, and then go back and do the 16, 17. But it's really going to be a question to the AG, won't it? And what do they want us to do?
Yes, that's correct. We'll be better able to remember what happened in 2018 and 19 right away, to be able to clean up and provide all of the documents that will be needed for another review. And then during that time while the review is being completed, we can concentrate on what took place during 2016 and 17 so that we can also clean that as well.
Would you like to talk about this month's or last month's Treasurer's report?
Oh, yes. The May report. We received $24,069.62 in donations. Thank you very, very much. The generosity is just unbelievable, especially if we're giving, if we remind ourselves that we haven't been collecting for services and that we're still continuing to receive $24,000 in donations. Other income, we received $15,000. So our total income for the month of May was $39,359.62. Expenses were $41,162.27. And so our net ordinary income for the month of May was negative $1,802.65. We're looking for better numbers in June, though, because we are looking at the fact that we did receive the monies for PPP to help us defray costs with regards to personnel expenses, as well as our utilities.
Debbie, thank you so much. It has been such a blessing to have you, your consciousness of prosperity, your love, your collaborative efforts, working with the preschool, working with everyone. You have made a complete difference in the whole process. So my love, my dedication, my adoration for all that you do, it is truly made my job and my life so much more of a blessing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It is very, very true. I mean, this organization needs about $42,000 a month to be able to keep all of the programs that we've got running, to keep all of the services and everything else that we're currently doing. And it's a huge campus on a huge plot of land, and it does take not only financial support, but it also takes the love, the dedication, the volunteerism, and each of you to be able to keep this place running, being able to continue to serve and prosper and be able to take care of the needs of so many people that have been helped, have been encouraged, have been taken care of through this church over the course of the last 83 years. 83 years. It is so amazing. So we are blessed, and you are such a blessing to us. Mahalo.